Hello, good evening, or good morning, or good whatever it is where you are. My name is Beth Green, otherwise known as Granny Rocks, and this final gentleman is.
Hello there, I'm James Maynard, otherwise known as Sweet Baby James. I'll be handling the chat tonight, so please chat with us, and I'll share with Beth so that she can talk to you directly. So let us know
So, you
what you
are at
think.
the Granny Rock show, and if you're wondering why I'm wearing a scarf, it's because it's cold. It's getting cold. It went from hot to cold. So, we're in Oregon, by the way. And let me turn this. So tonight, I'm going to be talking about four words that can surprisingly break your heart. And I have a lot of emotion about this myself. So I'll do that in a minute. But first, we baby James is going to introduce you to our show.
Yes, you have come to Granny Rocks, and Granny Rocks on every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Time, and we have the opportunity for her to share with us her wisdom, her wit, and her very uncommon sense. So without further ado, here's Granny.
It looks like we already have comment.
Yeah, Blanquita says hello, Beth and James, and she sends two hearts of love.
Hi, you were able to make
God
it
bless you.
right on time tonight. It's so good to see
Yes,
you.
wonderful.
So, the four words that I'm talking about are I will do this. Now, why would the words I will do this cause us so much hurt and so much pain? Well, because most of the time people don't do what they say they're going to do. And so, I mean, that's it. So you get set up. So it's the
Hmm.
setup. It's like, I will do this. I will do this. I will do this. I will do that. I will do this. I will do that. And then they don't do any of it. And most of the time, they don't even remember that they ever said they were going to do it. Or they have so many excuses, or they're trying to block it out of their minds because whatever. And I'm going to talk about why people don't do what they say they're going to do. But I want to talk first about the pain of it. See, it's on my mind because let's say I am doing a concert or a program, and people say, "Oh, well, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm signing up. I'm going to buy the ticket. I'm going to go." So you say, "Okay, well, all right. In that case, I'll do it. Right? I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it." And then
Right.
where are they? So, I have a choice of either going into the toilet or trying to rise above it and still go into the toilet or find a new way to deal with it. But there's a lot of really interesting things that are behind that whole scenario. And I want to first talk about where this starts and why I think this is such an
Before
important
you go into that,
topic.
how about hearing from Elizabeth here? She says hi there and sends a heart of love.
Thank you.
And Catalina says good evening and sends a heart of love.
Oh, good
Also, back
evening.
at you,
Good
back at you.
evening. You see, they said they would come and they did. See, that makes me happy. I have to admit it. I have to admit it. So,
Hmm.
anyway, let's talk about the little kid who's, you know, mom or dad says, "Don't worry, darling. I'll pick you up after school." Right? And they don't show up. And you're standing there. Oh, we have another comment.
An island sends love to both of you. Love to you too,
Oh, Island,
Island.
it's so good to see you, too. We love all our audience, really. We're very appreciative you know, because you say you will and then you do. That feels good. Anyway, so we're talking about this poor kid, and let's say the mother or the father or whoever is supposed to pick them up is a person with a drinking problem. Could happen, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then they really intended to come and pick you up, but they didn't. And there you're standing there, and maybe you're embarrassed and you're ashamed in front of everybody that everybody is getting picked up except you, and or maybe you just really need the ride, or maybe someone else said, "Hey, we can take you home," and then you say, "Oh no, my mom is coming for me," right? And then she doesn't. I mean, that's devastating. That's humiliating, right? It happens to kids all the time, not necessarily in that form.
Amy says, "Hi, Beth and James, sending you love and hugs."
Thank you.
And she sends a gift wrap heart of love.
Oh, very nice. Thank you. Thank you. So we're starting out very young with these deep disappointments, which often brings us shame. It's like, what's wrong with me that my mother didn't pick me up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or your teacher doesn't give you the score that you expect because of what they've said to you. And what happens is that not only are you deeply disappointed, but somehow you have internalized that it's your fault. Your fault. Something is wrong with you that people don't follow through, right? So you go, oh no, I'll send you a check. I will definitely pay you for this. And then they don't, right? Oh, what's wrong with me? What was wrong with my service? What did I do? Or this is like, and we don't even know always that we've been giving it that interpretation that something is wrong with us rather than there's something wrong with the people who promise and don't deliver.
And how about in relationships where somebody commits to saying, "I'm here for you from now and always, I'm committed to this relationship."
Oh, yeah.
And then they disappear or they just pull back, detach.
Right. And we have another comment.
And Todd says, "Hi, Beth and James. Hello back at you, Todd."
Hello. So we start talking about how early in life we can have disappointments, or, I will do this. I'm going to have a birthday party. Oh, I'm coming. I'll come. I'm going to come. Yeah, I'm going to come. Are you going to go? Yes, I'm going to go. I'm going to come. And you're sitting there and nobody shows up. And there's something wrong with you. Well, I mean, there's also people who don't tell you they're going to come. That also is painful, but this is different. This is even more painful.
Another hello from Salim. Hello, Beth.
Hello, Salim. Welcome. So it goes on and on. James was just talking about in relationship. Oh yeah, I'm going to be there for you, baby. Have a baby. I'm going to be there for you. Right, no problem. Where did they go? Or, a mother who offers support and then takes it away.
And we have another message from Angeline. Says, "Hi, beautiful couple. Love you all, Granny Rocks. Hi, baby James. Always good to watch your lives. God bless you. And yes, false promises suck. I've lived through a lot of them, and I'm learning from every one of them, hopefully."
Oh, my God, Angeline.
Oh, Angeline.
See, I'm glad you said that because that's what I was really feeling about this topic. I said, am I going to go on the show and cry tonight? Because, you know what I'm thinking? But people have this all the time. This is big. This is so big. And I'm going to talk about what to do about it, but there's more about how it shows up. Because, see, lots of times we wouldn't start something if we knew that nobody was going to help. You see, it's like, oh, I'm going to help you. Mm-hmm. Thanksgiving, no problem. I'll be there. Oh, I'm sorry. I've just been invited on a date by somebody. And of course, I can't make it anymore. Or I have to work late. Or, I sprained my back. Or nothing.
Or I'm going to help you with your needs, with your work. I'm going to assist you and help you out.
Oh, yeah. So then, you see, you would never have started if you didn't have all these false promises, as Angeline puts it so well. So, one of the things about these false promises is that sometimes people make them in the spur of the moment, like, oh, yes, oh, what a great idea, what a great idea. And they haven't thought through at all whether they really are willing or able to do the thing. They just want to look like good people, or they want to impress you, or they're feeling grateful to you in the moment. And you know, this is the amazing thing, is that it's often when people feel grateful to you that they let you down.
Mm-hmm.
Now, isn't that weird? We're trying to get onto
Oh, here we go.
somehow or other.
We're good.
Here we go.
We're good, we're
Okay. Oh, look, another
And
comment.
Tracy says hello and sends caring.
Oh, hello, Tracy.
Hey,
She
thank
made
you,
it.
Tracy.
I don't know if she was going to make it tonight because she wasn't feeling well. So isn't that nice? Somebody says, I'm not going to make it, and they do. Oh, anyway. So here's the person. So I have an example recently that happened. So I met a woman, and I did something that was kind of extraordinary. Well, it never happened to her before in her life, and she was really grateful, and she said she would help me with something, and she's disappeared, of course. And you say, how could that happen? Well, you know, I'll tell you one reason it happens, because in the moment that I helped her, and this could be you, either as being the helper or the helpee, you know, that she felt exposed by what I did. This happens a lot because I'm intuitive. So I can sort of see into people, and I help them with things that they don't want to look at. So by the time I'm done, they're in the moment, they're saying, oh, I'm so glad that you made me aware of that. I'm not talking about specifically her, but boy, that happens a lot. But actually, does she want to know? She didn't want to know. She wanted to, you know, maybe hide it, or she feels vulnerable that she was seen. These things happen to people all the time. It looks like we have another.
We have another comment. Angeline is tagging someone to join, someone named Shara. And so thank you for spreading the word,
Thank you.
Angeline, and hope that she can come and get something out of this discussion.
Yes. Anything else? It looks like another one.
No.
What is that?
That's the one I just shared with you.
That was the
That's
name.
the name of the person down here.
Oh, I see. Oh, nice. Okay, thank you. So sometimes people really mean it in the moment, or they're very grateful, but then they feel exposed, that they were vulnerable or that they were needy and that you helped them. You know, a lot of times people don't like that feeling, you know, or there could be many other reasons. People don't think they can repay you. So if they can't repay you in the same degree that you did something for them, then they want to block out that they ever got anything from you.
Right. We've seen that.
Yeah. Isn't that wild? You know? Or they really resented you to start with, but they didn't want to say so at the time. That's not going to get you any friends or influencing people. And then there's always just the simple, I think it's wonderful what you're doing, but I'm really too busy. I'm too busy to help you. And they really mean it. And maybe they are too busy. Maybe they said they were going to do something, and then they had second thoughts, and they said, I don't have time for that, or I don't have the money for that, or I don't do whatever it is. But instead of telling you, copying to it and saying, you know, whatever, they just run away.
Here's another one.
Okay.
Angeline says, we were just discussing this vulnerability of receiving help. And so I tagged Shara. I hope she joins. Serendipity differently. Serendipity again.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that.
Lovely, lovely. Well, that's great because I think the whole point is that we all experience it and some of us do it too. So sometimes it makes a real difference in our lives. So I had this idea, and your friend can watch us on replay, even if she can't come live. She can always watch later. It looks like we
By the
have.
way, Jose says, "Hi, Mama and Papa. God bless you." Thank you,
Hello.
Jose. God
Gracias.
bless you.
Gracias, Jose. So, how are we going to get out of this mess, huh? I want to get out of it. I don't want to be depressed all the time. I don't want to be disappointed. But the thought that I had is as an image. You're in a relay race, right? So you know what a relay race is, everybody. So you come over to the place, and the other guy is supposed to be there to pick up the baton to go to the next. Well, supposing you get there and there's nobody there, right? That's what life feels like so often. Not just me, not just you, all of us. Just think about it. Even the people who are letting us down are being let down by other people.
Yeah.
Sometimes themselves. So here you are, and you've run there, and what are you going to do? Well, you can either try to do the race yourself, which would be, if the other people are in the relay race, or you just turn around and go home, or you turn around in some other direction and say, what would I like to do with this lovely afternoon? I guess I'm not going to the finish line. I can do something else.
There you go. Oh, Elizabeth says, and this is Liz, "Finally, the site let me in. Glad to be here."
Oh, I'm so sorry. Liz, you keep having trouble with this. I don't know what happens. Anyway, you may have to watch this on replay, but I'm talking about 4 of the most painful words, surprisingly, which is, I will do this, and then people don't. So, anyway, I was just getting to what are we going to do about it? So, here we've got this person at the relay race, and there's nobody there to greet them, or they've created a birthday party, and there's nobody to eat the cake, which is just as well because nobody should be eating sugar. But the real solution to me is to abolish the words, I will do this. Sometimes, by the way, it's even in a work situation where you have a job and the boss says, Marilyn, would you please, send that sample to so-and-so? And Marilyn somehow spaces out, she forgets, or she isn't going to be there that day and she doesn't want to mention it, and she's embarrassed that she won't be there, or that she's embarrassed that she can't do it, or she doesn't want to admit that she can't do it, or all of these things, right? So, it's getting hot and heavy over here. So what do? You reinterpret these 4 words. These 4 words do not exist in the vocabulary. Now, I don't know how many words there are in whatever language you're speaking, and sometimes you can get a translation, but instead of saying, okay, they said, I will do this, I would say, they said, I, at this moment, intend to do that, but I don't really know if I will. Now, does that sound tacky?
Sounds like reality.
It does sound like reality, doesn't it?
Yeah, good intentions.
So this way, I don't have to be angry at them and say, you lied, or you disappointed me. I'm so depressed. I'm so disappointed. I'm at the relay and I want to do something else with my day. Nobody wants to come to my concert, which hasn't happened yet, by the way, that nobody wants to come. But let's say nobody did. Nobody showed up. Well, what can I do? in this time that's going to make me happy? Maybe I'll record something, or maybe
Yeah, maybe you can play for your husband.
I'll play for my husband, who always likes to hear me. Or I'll go out and play, take a walk. You know, there's always other things to do in life other than what, maybe you say, maybe he's not the guy. Just make sure, and this is key, okay? Make sure that you are only doing what you want to do, regardless of the outcome. Right? So let's say, in my example that I'm going to be doing a concert, do I want to do that concert whether anybody shows up or not? Or if 2 people show up, is that good enough for me to do it? See, by people getting honest about what is actually being said to them, anything serious fall on the floor?
I don't know. We'll see.
Is it? Okay, it's not mine. I still have my mic on. Okay, so first of all, I say to myself, you don't really mean you will do this. What you mean is, in this moment, I intend to do this. Or I feel obligated to intend to do this. Or you know what I mean? And you just don't believe it. It's not that you're saying that people are lying. You're just saying, reality, haven't I had enough experiences, right, that tell me I just need to reinterpret what people are saying to me, that at this moment they intend to do it, or sometimes even at that moment they don't intend to do that. And that happens too, right? Right? We've done it. Oh yeah, of course. I'll go, to LA with you this week. I'm not going to go. And I know damn well I'm not going to go to LA this week or any other week. So anyway, there is that reinterpretation. And
do you have something against LA?
Well, I don't travel well. So,
that's what it is.
Yeah. Oh, no, I have nothing against LA. It's just that for me, traveling is very difficult. So, but I don't want to disappoint you, so that I say I'm going to do it. See? So it's either I have the intention to do it, or I don't want to disappoint you, so I don't want to tell you that I'm not going to do it. So, which is kind of cowardly, but we do this sometimes. So those are 2 possible interpretations of the words, I will do this, right? And pick one of those interpretations, or pick both, and then don't take it personally, like, nobody wants to come to my party. Nobody wants to hear me. Nobody wants to... Don't take it personally. How do you not take it personally when it seems so personal? Well, because you have to remember that they are being motivated by something that has nothing to do with you. Either they're saying they're going to do it because they want to look good, or because they, in the moment they were high, they were drunk, you know what I mean, or something like that. But and then
they were just feeling expansive.
And that's a perfect way to put it, James. They were feeling expansive, like, yes.
And then they contract after that.
And then they contract, and a lot of times that is the case. It looks like we're getting more comments, honey.
Angeline said yes, and then she said it's a service to humanity. When you go ahead and do it regardless.
Yes, do it regardless. Do it because you want to. Do it because you don't care. There's that T-shirt, or it's an Irish saying, dance like nobody's watching. Sing like nobody's listening. Because, guess what? Most of the time, nobody is watching.
Or not really.
No, or they're not, or can say, oh yeah, I listened to you the other day. Of course, what they were really doing is they were changing the baby's diapers, or they were, getting 2 minutes of you. So it's like
seeing to their texts on the cell phone.
So we need to do what we want to do. If I want to do this darn concert, I should do it. and I shouldn't listen to who says they're coming or not coming. And then I don't take it personally. I say, well, this doesn't appeal to them, or it didn't work into their schedule, or it's just not the right thing, or whatever it is. But it's not about me. So that poor little kid who got left at the school and felt ashamed. Hey, kid! There's no shame in waiting for your mother. It's just a darn shame that she didn't show up. And don't even blame yourself if you believe her again. You know, we like to believe. We want to believe what we want to believe. That's going to make us feel better. So the other alternative is to become skeptical, negative, never believe anything or anybody, always be down. Oh, there's no point in trying. There's no point. Oh, no. I don't want to be like that either. So, you know, a gap in attitude. It's like, well, I never thought she was going to come anyway, right? So that's my words of wisdom for tonight. And I better shut up because we have a group that starts in 4 minutes and I'm not at the right computer. But it's seeing through new glasses, and we talk about these, we discuss whatever the topic is and how it relates to you. So I'm sure that you guys related to what I was talking about tonight. And I hope that I helped lighten the load and brought a little laughter to it, because I'm laughing more, and that we recognize that we are not the only ones and it's not about us.
And one more, Blanquita sends a rose of appreciation and a gesture of love. Thank you, Blanquita.
Thank you so much. So we're on every Wednesday night, Granny Rocks, at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, whatever time that is for you. And we do a lot of things here. And on Thursday nights, I actually am straight and I play the piano. So I would love if you came to Beth Green's Magical Piano Improvisations at 7 p.m. Thursday night, and come back here next Wednesday. And please share this program with people. Like it, love it, make your comments even if you're not live. See, I will answer your comments later. And share, because this is a universal experience, and it's good to talk about it with each other, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I feel much better. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye for now.